Ladies and gentlemen, it's the moment that we've been waiting for all season, really, between these two teams. Two top 64 teams in the nation, top 37 technically. Shawnee State ranked 23rd, Indiana Tech ranked 37th. It sounds like they're talking, it looks like we actually got some tech issues going on behind the scenes. So they're sorting it out right now. Looks like they're actually joining up right now. So I think we might be good to go. But like I said, these are the two of the best teams in Great Lakes Esports Conference, both gunning for a shot at CECC. Let's get in to game number one. It is Slayer and Chippy off the kickoff, and Bluey will go straight into the Shawnee State corner. He's got a man out mid. He'll look for Miller to commit here for Shawnee State. Duckworth credited with the save. Taco Stash will send this one back. For those who know about CRL, Taco Stash and Slayer, long time members of the CRL competition. They played for IRSC, recently transferred to Shawnee State. I believe this is, I've been there a little over a year now. I don't have the exact dates. Duckworth as well, no slouch in his right. He's been a part of this team, and he's been very good. Slayer will go up for a challenge. Taco Stash looking for Duckworth. No contact to be made. Slayer looking for a pass mid. I thought he was going to shoot. Taco Stash went for the bump. Chippy unfazed. We'll work this one all the way back out. Fresh best of 7 obviously on the board for both these teams. Bluey with the 50 in midfield. Chippy the last one back here for the Warriors. And there's the 50 on Duckworth. Bluey will get one touch. Taco Stash will send it towards the net. Bluey pops it high. Taco Stash looking to the right side, looking for maybe a long-time teammate in Slayer. There he is, and there he goes. Miller looking for a play. A bump in the net, and Taco Stash got back in time. And now Slayer back the other way for Shawnee State. Chippy able to delay for now. He'll keep it moving. He actually lands on Bluey. That'll slow things down, but the Warriors won't have any problems here. Almost looking for the double tap back to Duckworth, and now a break for the Warriors. The net's open. Does Bluey miss? He does not. And the Warriors do get first blood anyways here in game number one. 3:23 to go. And if you saw anything revolving around this the Mountain Union series that just happened, like 60%, 70% of what the Warriors got away with in that series will not fly here. This is arguably, like I said, the two best teams in GLEC, and both have just as good of odds of going to Fort Worth, Texas for CECC in early May. Taco Stash right there for the shot, and Chippy, I think it was Miller, fell down on it. Chippy now flip reset in hand. He'll work it around. One Duckworth actually got back to the ball. Miller off the sidewall, but that opens the space here for Shawnee State. Taco Stash the shot, and Bluey the save. Another 50 comes out. Slayer keeps the pressure on. 20 boost rather in the tank. Duckworth is there for the 50, and Shawnee State's attack will crumble here. Bluey thought about going, and he'll elect to wait. Grab the 100 boost. He's got Miller on the far side. Might be looking to do it himself, though. Pops it up over the top of one. Slayer is there, and the Warriors look to keep the pressure on. Chip and Bluey both double commit. Miller the shot, and a save by Duckworth. Taco Stash into the middle for Duckworth. Pre-flip. Chippy able to get there, and now Bluey just looking to pinch it out. He's got Miller, who will go off the sidewall, maybe looking back to Bluey. Taco Stash able to poke one up to Slayer. The long-time connection, as aforementioned, showing here. Taco Stash drops in front of the net, and Chippy gets one touch to steer it away for now. The pressure still on, though, for Shawnee State. Now a demo adds more, but a miss in the midfield will give the Warriors a chance. Taco Stash looking for the double. It's just off the crossbar, and Chippy sends it out. Slayer will send it back in. Miller is there. I don't think he has a flip. No, he doesn't. If he did, he didn't use it. 50 right in front of the Warrior net. Slayer had a chance to shoot, couldn't find the target. And the Warriors get away with it net for now. Final 90 here in game one. You can tell both teams not wanting to make the next mistake. Every goal is going to be huge here at an absolute premium. Slayer off the ceiling, has Taco Slash in the mid. He's going to look for him, and Bluey cuts it off. Here's another play into the middle for Taco Stash. That's a mistake for the Warriors. It's still there. Miller a touch, but Duckworth buries it. And a little too sloppy in front of the Warriors net. And Duckworth just muscles it home. Works it around 2. 73 seconds to go. And we are tied at 1. Taco, Stash, and Miller have to kick off straight back to the Shawnee State end. It's off the backboard. Slayer looking to the right side. He'll call his own number as it goes straight to the backboard. Miller, he's got Bluey on the right side. He might look for him here. Duckworth gets dunked. Taco Stash is there for the clear. Chip looks to keep it in. That's all he's going to get. And then Taco Stash will send it down. Bluey into the midfield, but caught off by Slayer. Does he have the second touch? No. Chippy will have 1, and then a follow-through will leave Taco Stash last back for Shawnee State. It'll control it up around 1. Duckworth keeps the pressure on. Sidewall read towards the backboard. Chippy is there. Duckworth looking for a bump on Miller. Nothing there, and then sent back by Slayer. Cleared back to him by Miller, and now Slayer will just look across, maybe for Duckworth, and that time steered away by Bluey, who is demoed for his sins of not allowing Shawnee State to score. Chippy a 50 into the middle. Miller is there. He'll pop it back out. Duckworth, it's up over his head. And now Slayer tried to beat Bluey. Gets a huge pinch all the way back down, but it's straight into the hands of Chippy. Here's winner of the final 10. 50 gets past him. He'll look to move it upfield. Taco Stash, it's over towards Miller, but Slayer's there first. Duckworth maybe looking for one more. Bluey, are we going to have overtime in game 1? And of course we will. This is going to be close. Like I said, 2 teams in the top 50, 2 teams in the top 40. And once you get to this level, anybody can beat anybody on a given day. And both these teams know it. Both these teams believe it. The Warriors, I don't think, have beat Shawnee State on record yet. So they're looking for their first win against this team. And this one will pop its way out in front. Chip, he's got an open net! And there's game 1! It's the captain off a bump from, I believe it was Bluey, off the sidewall. 2-1 Warriors in game 1. It's not going to be this way the rest of the way. I can promise you that. We take a look at the stats here. Bluey and Chippy with the 2 goals for Indiana Tech. Duckworth had the 1 for Shawnee State. It was assisted by Taco Stash. Shots, again, not good at math. I think it's 9-7 in favor of Shawnee State. Taco Stash had 5 for Shawnee State. Miller had 3 for Indiana Tech. Chippy and Bluey both with 2. Duckworth with 2. Slayer with a shot as well. This is not anywhere close to over. Please do not write anything off. Shawnee State is well-versed. It's a veteran team with a lot of experience. The Warriors, a younger team that's learning how to win at this level. Ranked for the first time, I believe, maybe a month or so ago. Placed 45th. They've always floated around the top 50, just outside top 50. Finally got ranked. Now they're 37th going into the March Madness tournament by Colleague again. Check it out. Like I said, at Colleague GG on Twitter. Colleague TV, I think, is their Twitch. They'll be streaming bits and pieces of it as the tournament goes along. But the Warriors up 1-0 here against a team that they're a little too familiar with. We'll see how game 2 goes as players are loading into the lobby. It is Slayer, it is Bluey, and we're underway for game number 2. Duckworth will send this one to the far side. Bluey off the corner, drop down in front. Cleared right back out by Slayer. He's got Taco Stash towards the net. 2 commit for the Warriors. Slayer didn't have a path, though. And now Miller. Duckworth will just pop it away from him. Miller towards the net. Actually elected to go low. Slayer stuck with it. And Chippy will fight one into the middle. Taco Stash recognizes the space, and he'll take it up the right wall with about 50 boosts in the tank. Now he's out. Bluey cuts it off in midfield. Slayer, the next follow. He's got Duckworth, and that's the scary part here for Shawnee State. The chemistry very strong between these 3. A bump comes out here. Chippy able to clear it out to midfield for now. But Shawnee State looks to keep the pedal to the metal. And Bluey will eventually catch that drop pass and send it all the way back to the Shawnee State end. Taco Stash will watch it. Miller's there for 1, make it 2 touches. And Slayer with a 50. Trying to wrap it back around in front once more. Duckworth will send it out. Miller rotating around. He'll maybe look for a psycho. Not able to make contact. Duckworth from the backboard. Nearly a lethal mistake from Miller. He ends up making the save. It was left in front of the Warrior net for a little too long. They got back in time this time, though. And Shawnee State again, they smell blood in the water now. Bluey able to get one touch. Slayer keeps the press on. He's got Duckworth, tries to drop it down to a Miller. Got the 50 and steered it out wide. And Chippy will fight this one out to midfield again where Duckworth catches it. Works around one. He's got Taco Stash in the middle. Awkward for Chippy and Bluey, they both commit. Now Slayer to the backboard looking for the double. Miller able to steer it aside. And Shawnee State pressing for that first goal. They didn't get it in game one. They want it here in game two. Duckworth will defer off to Taco Stash here. A 50 out in front. Bumps coming through, and another 50 for the Warriors keeps it out wide. But you gotta think, the longer this stays here for the Warriors, the worse this is gonna get. Bluey has now been deleted. There's the shot, and there it goes. You could see it coming, and the Warriors finally concede. It's Duckworth. Give the assist to Taco Stash on the demo. 2:52 to go, and the Warriors trail by one. It is Miller and Duckworth off the kickoff. Bluey goes for the bump, and now Miller looks to work it through. There's the 50 out in front, but Taco Stash with boost to get it back out. Chip looking to keep the attack on. He'll actually delay the air dribble, tries to drag it underneath, but Duckworth got there. Bluey gets beat out by the 50 as well, and now a free pop for Taco Stash. Read by Miller. Bluey the quick turn. Has the beat, has the shot, and we're tied with just under half a game to go. We're right back where we were in game one, tied at 1. It's not going to be that easy for either of these teams. The Warriors looking to get something going off to kickoff here, and Taco Stash back the other way. Flip reset and a huge save from Miller. It is Chippy. One touch. Miller will try and pot it towards the net. Fought off by Slayer. Chippy will just roll it towards the net. Taco Stash there, and here comes Shawnee State. They have a counterattack incoming. Bluey fights off the bump and makes the save. Slayer is there. Miller looking to move it out. He'll pop one. It is Taco Stash from his own corner. He is not uncontested, though. Chippy is there. It got past one, but Duckworth was there. He'll send it up to Taco Stash for the clear. Miller to the right side looking for Chippy. He'll work it around one. Taco Stash looking to the right side for Slayer, but he's not there this time. It's going to be a race between him and Bluey. About even. Nearly found Slayer off the touch there from Duckworth. And now Taco Stash back the other way. Bluey is there. Duckworth curls back. Miller able to get one touch, and now Chippy up fast. Gets it past one. Miller's there. Into the middle. Bluey. The 50 stopped by Taco Stash. The rebound for Chip. Off the pipe it in. And the Warriors have the lead. It's 2-1 with $1:23 to go. Again, it's the captain. Taco Stash and Chippy off the kickoff. It goes to Bluey in the attacking zone. Into the middle for Miller. Look to double up, but it's denied by Duckworth. Chippy off the ceiling. He's got Miller. He'll find him. Miller will send it all the way down. This will bounce out to the mid. Taco Stash has the read, and he'll just send it out. Now one touch. That is Miller off the bar. The rebound available. 1 minute to go here in game two. Taco Stash is demoed. It's still loose in midfield. Eventually Miller 50s it back towards his own corner. Slayer looking for possession. Miller just relentless speed, not giving any space. This one will drop out in front. There's Miller again from his own end. Bluey will send it out. All heart from the Warriors here late in game two. It is Bluey looking for the infield. Shawnee State on the counter, though. Here they come. It's out in front, and there's no follow. Miller again pokes it away. Taco Stash into the corner. Demos come out. Loose on the goal line. Everyone was there, and nobody went for the ball. It's still in the corner. Duckworth not able to make contact. Slayer towards the near pipe. Bluey up over the top of one. Avoids the bump. Gets the 50 here in the final 10. The Warriors 5 seconds away from getting halfway home on Shawnee State. Slayer will wrap this one around the boards. One last try. It's a fake from Miller. Slayer not able to keep it up. And the Warriors are up 2-0. Again, I implore you, this is not anywhere close to done. But man, what a start for the Warriors. It is Bluey and Chippy with the 2 goals. 1 assist apiece for Bluey and Miller. The shots, again, Shawnee State with the advantage. 9-4. Taco Stash, again, 5 shots on net. The best the Warriors had was Chippy with 2. Duckworth threw on 3 shots. Slayer threw on 1. Bluey and Miller both 1 for the Warriors each. The Warriors are hanging tough with a very good team, and you've got to love to see it if you're a Warriors fan. We're getting set for Game 3. I have no idea what these 2 teams have left in store, but I'm excited for it. This is content. If you're watching, I hope you feel the same, because I think last week we get into Game 3 here. Last week we had Cleveland State in GLEC. And I mentioned we needed a heart rate monitor. Miller nearly made me not need one because my pulse would have been gone after the Warriors would have almost got a 1-0 lead. Shawnee State back the other way, though. Slayer, it actually bounces up on him. This is no different. This is 2 very good teams going back and forth. The Warriors, the better side so far of 2 1-goal games. Duckworth into the middle for Taco Stash, cut off by Chippy. The rebound is there, another save. That time I believe it was Bluey. Miller gets the 50. Another commit comes out for Indiana Tech, and eventually Chip's gonna walk away with a 50 and a ball down in the Shawnee State end. Duckworth is there in midfield. Taco Stash up over the top of Miller. Bluey from the backboard. He'll spike it for the clear, and Slayer keeps it in. No second touch coming, though, and now Chippy. Oh, boost in the tank, gets it around 1. Taco Stash sends it back. Bluey will boom it right back. Slayer is there. Here come the bumps from Shawnee State. It is Miller eventually finding his way out. Duckworth, 1 touch, gets bumped for the second. Another bump comes out. Miller is just not letting Duckworth play the game. And this will drop down in front. Chippy was there. Slayer makes the save. Bluey is there. Duckworth will send it right back where it came from. Worth with a good 50 there, and now gets it around Miller as well. And Bluey will send it right back out. This will actually drop down in front. Chippy not able to make contact, but it might work out for the better now. Bluey with control. Saw Chippy, couldn't get it to him. And Slayer will work it from the corner. He'll pop it out. He actually loses possession here. And here's Miller. He's feeling it. Tried for a flip reset on the double for a second time. We saw that against Mount Union. Here's a quick shot. And a save by Bluey. Rings off the bar. Still available out in front. And Chippy able to steer it out wide. There is Chip off the backboard. He has 1. Duckworth is there to keep it in. 1 touch from Miller. That's all he'll have. And now Taco Stash back the other way. He'll look to work this one towards the Tech net. It's just a little bit wide. Bluey, 50 there by Slayer. Miller will pop it out. He's got Bluey dropping it back down to Miller and then right back out to the right wall. The Warriors have been fast, and you have to be against a team like this. This is another loose ball available. And now Bluey just pops it to keep it away from Shawnee State. No real attack here for the Warriors other than just trying to establish some zone time here. Taco Stash from his own corner. Demo's coming out like crazy here for Shawnee State. The answer seems to be more physicality. It is Miller. Low boost, gets the 50. Bluey will send this one out to the left side. Might have the second touch, but it goes to Taco Stash. He'll send it back where it came from. Chippy to the right side. It is Slayer towards the net. Bluey, 1 save. Slayer looking to keep the pressure on. He'll just drop it down. The play from Taco Stash is denied. And now Duckworth for Shawnee State. Miller out to midfield. Bluey committed as well. And this might be a 2-on-1 for Shawnee State, but the Warriors come away with possession. They'll poke out in the midfield. Duckworth keeping the pressure on. No boost for Miller. He'll just have to call and let Bluey go. And Bluey does indeed go. Taco Stash sends it back where it came from. Here's Bluey again. He's got 1 touch. He'll actually wait for the wall bounce to get the second. He's almost past Slayer, but Duckworth was back. And now Chippy just has a soft touch. Miller trying to keep it moving. Now Chippy not able to get there in time. The net's open, though. Does Bluey find it? It looks wide. Chippy, the rebound is still there. And Taco Stash out wide. Shawnee State dodging a bullet there. Miller now looking to keep the press going. It is Bluey. He'll wrap this one around the boards. Chippy is there to keep the press going here for the Warriors. He'll work it past 1. Slayer around Chippy, though. And now Miller tries to pop it out in front. Does get there. Taco Stash, no boost, though. Who's going? It is Duckworth for the clear. Scoreless here with a minute to go. And again, I mean, we knew this was going to be close. A bunch of whiffs come out in front of the Warrior net there. You knew this was going to be close, and every game, one-goal game so far. And it looks like we're headed right down that path once more. Chippy, one touch in midfield. Slayer will boom this one on net. The bump comes out, and Shawnee stayed on the board with 37 seconds to go. Shawnee State's been trying for the bumps on the back line the entire series, and this time it works out for him. 37 seconds on the clock. The Warriors down by 1. It goes back to the Warriors' end. Bluey bumped off the ball, but a miss from Slayer. No way, still on the pipe. Rebound available. It doesn't go. The net was open and no conversion. Brutal. Taco Stash will try and catch this one from his own corner. 15 seconds left. It's now the Warriors behind the 8 ball. It goes back to Miller. 20 boost. Final 10 seconds. This 50 goes up over the top of him. Bluey sends it out wide. Chippy is there. One touch. Bluey gonna have to try and do it on his own. Read by Taco Stash though. And the ball doesn't hit the ground quite yet. Duckworth doing everything he can to make it happen. He'll spike it. And Shawnee State's on the board. Did you think it was gonna be that easy? A 1-0 win for Shawnee State. And you just knew. You knew. There's no way this goes less than 6 games. I'm sorry. There's no way. You can't convince me. You try. Slayer with the lone goal for Shawnee State. Bluey had 7 saves. Finally, the volume paying off for Shawnee State, who threw 9 shots on net. The Warriors had a third of that. In 3 shots, 1 apiece. Chippy with 1 save, Bluey with 7. Again, Slayer the lone goal. Shawnee State, they're very hard to steer off their game, and they are very consistent. Nothing has changed between this game and the last. The only difference is the result. We're getting ready here for game number 4. The Warriors looking to go up 3-1 on Shawnee State. Fresh 5 on the clock. Here we go. It is Slayer. He'll actually leave it for Taco Stash. Looking into the middle for Duckworth. Miller is there. Now Slayer will go. Flip reset to the backboard. Does he have it? It rings the pipe. And I don't know what just happened to Bluey. Another one off the pipe. The rebound again off the pipe. A triple dunk for Shawnee State is still available. Duckworth not able to find a man in the middle. And the Warriors get away with it for now, but maybe not for long. Flip reset for Taco Stash, off the pipe and in. And there you go. The pressure too much. And again, it's another man on the back line throwing the Warriors off. 1-0 Shawnee State, your score early, 4:26 to go, lots of time, but man, oh man. It is Bluey. No way. He just answers back. A kickoff goal. Evens the odds. Well, the Warriors have been doing this a lot this semester, this season. These kickoff plays, they started learning it towards the end of the fall semester, and you started to see them attempt it. The execution has only gotten better now as time has gone along. Chippy looking for a double. It's not going to find its way, and Slayer will find the clear. Miller from his own backboard, 60 boost in the tank. Up around Taco Stash, another good 50. Chippy on the follow. The shot's off the pipe. The rebound is open, and Bluey's got 2. 3 goals in the first minute here in game 4. And this time it's the Warriors causing chaos on the Shawnee State back line. It's 2-1. 4:03 to go. Chippy will send it to the Shawnee State end. Slayer from his own corner, up around 1. A double demo comes out. A pinch attempt there from Slayer, just not on target. And Chippy will send it out to midfield. The chase from Bluey. He gets the demo. Miller has an opportunity for the Warriors. Bluey tried to redirect it towards the net. Just wasn't able to find it. Chippy, slow playing. Gets the 50 on Duckworth. He still has possession though, and Bluey 50s it out in the middle. Slayer does demo Chippy though, so that forces Miller into being a little bit more passive, but you can't tell by the 50s. It's still available. Bluey's the next man. He'll look for the double. Still left available. Miller's there. He's done this a few times, but Taco Stash is able to get back in time. Chip not able to make contact. Duckworth back the other way for Shawnee State. And we're tied. Like I said, the things they were getting away with in Mount Union, it's not going to fly here. 3:10 to go, a 2-2 tie. The most amount of goals we've seen in one of these games so far in the series. Kickoff towards the Warrior end. Chippy will move it into the Shawnee State end. Gets a demo. Now Miller off the ceiling. Is he still there? Gets the 50. Bluey, up we go. Taco Stash read it. And Chippy is back. He'll have to move it quick. Gets it up over the top of one. Gets a 50 on the second. Now Miller with possession. Off to the sidewall. Tries to pinch it out. Can't get the follow. Slayer, that's all he'll have. And it finds its way to Duckworth off the touch there from Bluey. Bluey will pop it high. He's got to deal with the demo. And Miller reacted in time. You could see it coming from our view, but Bluey, that had to have been horrifying. Duckworth towards the net. Both teams, you can see them slowing the pace down here a little bit. Neither team necessarily perfect here on their own end. And now the net's open for the Warriors. Does Miller get back in time? He doesn't. And Shawnee State's back on top. Taco Stash has his second of the game. And with 2:14 to go, the Warriors trail by 1. Still plenty of game to go here. It is Slayer and Bluey. It's available off the kickoff. Miller, the 50, goes to the far side. Chippy on that wall. Cut off by Taco Stash on the ceiling. Bluey cut off as well. Miller up around 1. Bluey just trying to keep it away from Duckworth. He'll get demoed for it, though. And Shawnee State, their possession game starting to win here, but the net's open. It's just off target. The Warriors, that's the difference right now, is those open net conversions. They've had 2 or 3 opportunities. Taco Stash looking for a third. It drops down in front, and there's no conversion. Bluey will get the 50. Slayer curls back for it, works it around Chippy, and now Miller will have to respond from his own corner. He'll boom it upfield, maybe looking for a man. Chippy off the sidewall, looking for Bluey. Cut off there by Shawnee State again. Slayer gets the demo. And Indiana Tech again shorthanded here. This is what's burned them. Duckworth, flip reset, nothing there. And now Bluey back the other way. 1:15 to go. He's going to look to do it on his own. But again, another demo from Shawnee State quiets the offense from the Warriors. It's boomed out there by Miller. Duckworth just looking to keep control. It's sent back. Bluey will boom it down. This time it's Miller getting a demo. Taco Stash off to the corner it goes. Duckworth got a touch awkward enough for Miller to have trouble with it. He'll try and drop it down, but again Shawnee State cuts it off. Duckworth trying to play for possession. The net's open. Chippy is there. Final 45 to go. Chippy a big clear. Warriors not winning the possession battles nor the boost battle here. And again, another big pop to delay things here for Shawnee State. Taco Stash to the backboard. Duckworth will keep it moving. He'll drop it in front for Slayer. The shot off the near post. And now Chippy, he's going to have to do it himself here. He has to evade the demo and still falls by the way of Taco Stash. And now Duckworth rattles this one all the way back around. Warriors maybe one last push here, and again red. Slayer has it. 10 seconds to go. Shawnee State moments away from evening the series at 2s. If it goes this way, it's a best of 3 the remainder of the way. One last try from the Warriors. It ends up getting spiked off of a bump. And we're going to Game 6. The Warriors get a pair to start the series. Shawnee State returns the favor. A 3-2 win, all 4 games, 1-goal games. Taco Stash with 2 goals, Duckworth with 1, Slayer with an assist, Bluey with 2 goals, Chippy with the 2 assists. More shots for the Warriors this time. They actually had 8, but Shawnee State had 11. So, offense for both sides, everywhere. But Shawnee State again comes out on top when it comes to volume and the scoreline. Not for the Warriors not having to make saves. Bluey had 3, Chippy had 2, Miller had 1. But Man, like I said, it was never going to be as easy as it looked in the first two games, and Shawnee State has officially arrived. We're entering Game 5. Sit back, relax, and enjoy. Taco Stash and Miller up to kickoff. The Warriors tried for the hard cheat again. It is Bluey. Oh my goodness, the physicality coming out. Everybody flopping around in the net, but no contact for Bluey when the net would have been open. Duckworth not able to make contact. Slayer looking to set up a shop here offensively. Taco Stash is there. The bump's coming out now for Shawnee State. And Duckworth gets dunked hard there by Miller. He'll find Bluey. And this will go back towards the backboard for Slayer. Gets it out to midfield, drops it for Duckworth. Not on target, but the rebound is a threat, and Taco Stash is just there. And the Warriors, they're starting to panic in their own end. Bluey just not able to make contact. And this is now a pattern that's turning into a trend. Slayer will take one on target here, Bluey with the save. Still lots of time here in Game 5, but Shawnee State looking infinitely more in control than what they did to start the series. Maybe took them some time to get moving here. Chippy, flip, not able to do much with it. Now Bluey to the backboard. Slayer is there. Remember, a lot on the line for both of these teams. The winner, as aforementioned, qualifies of GLEC, not this series. These are the two top teams in contention for the lone spot to go to CECC on May 4th. And this one rattles the pipe from Slayer. Finds its way out on the goal line, and Bluey back the other way for the Warriors. Flip, reset, try to get the ground pinch, but Taco Stash again closing the gap. Slayer around one. Make it around two. Bluey the last one back. He's got two to defend against. It'll find its way out in front, and Miller will just flick it out for now. Shawnee State on the offense here, and they have all the control in the world. Miller looking for something. A ground pinch nearly finds the way. Bluey will keep it in. Chippy off the ceiling, drops it down. Nobody there again. Midfield bumps for Shawnee State. This one almost finds Bluey. Would have been an opportunity, but again, no conversion and a clear from Taco Stash. Bluey is there. He has one, make it two off the flip. Chippy will look for control. He's got a path, catches a man jumping. There's the shot, there's the save, and the rebound goes wide from Miller. Another chip shot from Bluey. It's off the near post, no follow yet for the Warriors. Miller is here, 9 boost, that's all he's gonna have. He might get one more here, he does. He's got Duckworth to beat. He gets a good 50, but again, it's too slow. The Warriors just not quick enough to execute, and Shawnee State is rotating back in time. Now Miller looking for something to work around Shawnee State. Bluey will drop it down, but again, the bumps come out. This will go to the far side. Shawnee State back in possession. Bluey is in the worst possible position, and a 2-goal lead for Shawnee State with 2:11 to go. And it's just clinical from Shawnee State at this point. Give them credit, down 2-0. We mentioned, actually in the green room, we were talking about this, that Shawnee State, a very persistent team. It's very hard to throw them off their game. They haven't changed anything. They have played the exact same way. The execution has just gotten better for Shawnee State, whereas the Warriors, they are not converting on the few opportunities that they've been getting in the second half of this series, it feels like. Duckworth with one touch for Shawnee State. This will pop back in the midfield. Bluey is there to the backboard. He's going to need a double. He'll get it. It rings iron. The rebound there. Miller's backwards. Look top right. Taco Stash the save. Make it 2 saves off the rebound from Chippy. And again, the Warriors just can't buy a goal. Miller towards the net one more time. Slayer is there this time to make the save. He'll work it around. Chip able to take it off his car. Duckworth looking for a way out for Shawnee State. And again, the Warriors will come up empty-handed in the offense. It is Miller booming this one downfield. Slayer up in response. He'll leave it behind for Taco Stash. And a long time connection, as we mentioned. Working out here for Shawnee State. Duckworth making a flip, looking for two, nothing there. And now Slayer will move this one on the left wall. He'll drop it out in front. A shot bounces off everybody and in. And I think for the first time in this series, it's not going to be a one-goal game. Shawnee State just dominating start to finish here in Game 5. It is Miller off the kickoff. Chippy to the right side for Bluey. The Warriors desperately need something. Bluey tried for some sort of deception. It doesn't work. And the clear from Shawnee State. Duckworth will take his time and then pop it. Miller is there. He's got one touch. Slayer off the side wall. Taco Stash actually hits it backwards. Bluey looking infield. It's left behind for Chippy. He'll try and do it, but it's again cut off by Slayer. The Warriors just getting blanked, and it feels like the answers are very shy. Duckworth looking to make it 4, and it's steered away by Bluey. Slayer across. Duckworth this time will make it 4. And Shawnee State, I mean, what else can you say? What wasn't working for them in the first 2 games has worked perfectly in the next 3. They will put the Warriors on double match point. And Slayer will maybe look for a 5th here. Nothing there. And maybe the Warriors get 1. The answer is no. Shawnee State handily takes Game 5. I don't know what you want me to say. I mean, clean. The Warriors threw everything they could. Chippy with 5, Bluey with 3, Miller with 4 shots. This is the first time in the series the Warriors actually outshot Shawnee State, and they still came out short. Where the answer comes from at this point, I couldn't tell you. I don't know. This is a Shawnee State team that has gotten better every single game. And I don't think the Warriors have even taken a step back. I think the Warriors are still where they were at the start of the series. But Shawnee State progressively getting better. Do or die from here on out for the Warriors. Again, it's the regular season. These 2 teams may meet again in the playoffs. We'll see out in South Bend, Indiana. I believe that's the location of the land. Maybe mistaken. Last I knew, that's where we were going. We'll know later on. What we're going to worry about right now is Game 5 between Shawnee State and Indiana Tech. It is Taco Stash immediately on the board. Not quite. This time the crossbar saves the Warriors. Chippy from the backboard. Bluey will work this one out wide. Miller will pop it up over the top of one. Slayer is there. And Chippy will look maybe on the right side for Bluey, but no contact there. And now Miller will look to work it back. Chippy the pop. Bluey will pursue. He'll drop it out in front. This time Miller was looking for a demo instead of the follow-up. He'll drop it off the ceiling. Here's a threat, and there's a goal for the Warriors, and they are finally on the board. A 1-0 lead here with 4:22 to go. I think the first time they've scored first since Game 1. Unless my memory is failing me again. Forgive me if that's the case. Like I said, I'm old. 4:22 to go. The Warriors up by 1 in what has been an absolute war between 2 teams that do not want to lose to the other. Taco Stash not able to make contact here. Duckworth into the corner we go. Bluey is there. Taco Stash will work this one into the middle, but Bluey cuts it off in the corner. Slayer in midfield. Bluey into the middle. That was dangerous. Shawnee State looking for an answer. The shot goes wide. And now Miller couldn't get the second touch. Bluey comes in for the 50. And now Miller will pop it down. Looks for the follow. Duckworth playing it slow. Miller looking for the 50 in the middle. Cut off by Shawnee State, and the outlet is Taco Stash. He'll send this one towards the near pipe. Bluey seals it into the corner. And now Duckworth looking infield. Slayer is there to commit for the Warriors. Chippy, low boost. There's Taco Stash off the backboard. Duckworth cut off by Miller on the shot. And then the pre-flip from Chippy keeps it moving. Slayer into the far corner we go. It's Taco Stash into the middle. Duckworth just not there this time. And it's the Warriors getting the demo this time on Shawnee State. This will bounce away from Bluey. Taco Stash is there. He is met by Chippy to commit for Shawnee State. And now Duckworth. No boost in the tank. Just trying to outwork the Warriors here. And Chippy will have the answer and steer it out wide. A pinch attempt from Bluey goes a little bit further in front of where it was before, but hardly a pinch. And Duckworth will steer this one out wide. Miller is there. There's the 50. Slayer not able to make contact. Chip was playing the touch. And now Bluey to the backboard. Taco Stash will boom it right back out. It is Chippy. Miller and Chippy crossed up for a moment there, but they figured it out. Bluey able to get a demo away from the play. Now Chippy will move it downfield. This will go off the corner. Slayer's there. And the Warriors really just trying to remove the Shawnee State players from the pitch. And so far, as we are now officially beyond the halfway point, that idea has worked. We still have 2 minutes to go. And like I said, a very persistent Shawnee State team. And now the demos start to work. Duckworth gets 2. Slayer into the middle. Taco Stash. And again, it just takes 1 for Shawnee State to get on the board. 2 demos from Duckworth. A missed touch from Bluey. And Taco Stash buries it. 1:59 to go. And here we are again. Potentially next goal wins territory. We've seen this a lot tonight. It is Chippy, no boost. He'll flick it top right, and a huge save from Duckworth. The rebound is there, but Taco Stash will clear. Bluey off the backboard. He'll drop it down. Duckworth is there, and Miller will work it out wide. Looks for the second touch, and will get exactly that. Works it all the way down. Taco Stash sends it back where it came from. Bluey 1 touch, but it's red. Duckworth, backboard. Rebound is there. Miller pops it away from Slayer, who was lying in wait. And now Chippy, the big clear back the other way. Taco Stash, that's a missed touch. It's available, but he got back in time to deny Bluey the goal. Miller into the infield. Chippy's there, stopped by Slayer. Duckworth not able to make contact. The Warriors now on the offense. It's kept out wide by Taco Stash for now. He'll work it out to midfield. Chippy still with no boost. This will get sent back to him in the opposite corner. Slayer pops it out to the mid, and Bluey will go. Final 60 potentially in the series. This will drop down in front. Duckworth is there. To commit for Shawnee State, it's Duckworth who actually makes contact, and the second from Taco Stash goes all the way to the opposite corner where Chippy resides. 30 seconds on the clock, or rather 40 seconds on the clock. 30 boost in the tank for Chippy. It'll work out to midfield, but here comes Duckworth. He's been dangerous as this series has gone along. Slayer 1 touch towards the net. Denied there by Chippy, and Taco Stash with the 50 in midfield. Final 30 to go here. This is actually dangerous for Shawnee State. Oh, nearly the dunk from Bluey. There's the bump. What is Miller able to do? It's slow. And eventually, Taco Stash finds the clear. An opportunity for the Warriors, but again, it's the execution not sharp enough at this moment. Final 10. Taco Stash towards the net. Chippy is there. He'll pop it. Bluey on the follow. Flip reset in hand. Goes underneath, and it's steered away by Taco Stash. We're headed to overtime. In the first game, it went to OT, and the Warriors won it. And it was also what will be a 2-1 scoreline. The series has changed drastically. Shawnee State looking to ice it. There's the pipe. The rebound goes. One mistake. A loose ball left in midfield, and Shawnee State 4 straight unanswered on the Warriors. And they will fall by a score of 4-2. It was a good effort. Again, it's 2 very good teams. Shawnee State, they're ranked higher. 23, ranked 23rd in the nation. The Warriors ranked 37th. Today, Shawnee State was better. But there's a lot of positives to pull from the Warrior. That was not without its own fight. The Warriors asked lots of questions of Shawnee State. Doesn't work out tonight. We'll get them again next time. However, that's it tonight. That was your doubleheader. The Warriors take one off Mountain Union. 4-1 was your series score there. They dropped 4-2 here to Shawnee State. It's their first loss since, I believe, the second week of the semester when they lost to Southeast Oklahoma State 4-3. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We'll be right back here tomorrow. I believe it's League of Legends on the clock. We'll see you then.